Alright, I'm finally back with another YouTube video after like being gone for a week. But this YouTube video I was low-key thinking about for a little minute, because as time passed, it really has dawned upon me. Like, bro, I'm finna turn 18 this year. That's so crazy. Like later this year, I'm finna become a legal adult. Like exactly on August 27th, 2026, I'm finna hit 18, and basically all the things I couldn't do while I'm a teenager, I'm basically finna be allowed to do then. Now I know what you're about to say. Oh, not really. Most of the things that you're gonna have access to don't really start until you're about 21, which I understand that. But I hope you understand what I'm saying. When you're 18, a lot more things are open and available. Once you finally hit that legal adult age, it's kind of crazy when I think about it because in high school, I see a bunch of people who are 18, and now I low-key feel like I'm finna hit unk status because most of the people that I hang around are between 16 and 17. They're not even going to turn 18 this year, which is just kind of crazy to me. Because I remember like it was yesterday, being 16 and just starting lifting weights, and now I'm about to be a grown adult which means that it's time for me to start actually locking in with some of the stuff that I'm doing on a day to day basis. I need to get a job. Like when I'm 18, I'm going to get a job, or at least before I'm 18, I'm going to get a job. This is where I can get experience. But then when I'm 18, I'm locked in. I'm going to be working. I'm still going to be doing YouTube videos, of course. When it comes down to working a job, I'm going to be working a job while also making YouTube videos because I'm going to be shuffling between the two just so that I can make money to buy better equipment for YouTube videos, and so that I can make YouTube videos and have fun with that while also getting money while working on the job. In all regards, I am happy, that I'm going to become 18, right? An adult, but it's just crazy thinking about it. Like, dang, just last year I turned 17, and the year before that I turned 16. Now I'm on the way to become a legal adult to the point where most things need to be taken way more seriously than what they used to have been. When you get in trouble for something and you're 17, they're most likely going to have a lot more leniency than when you actually turn 18 and you're a grown adult. So at that point, you should most likely know better. Now I know, oh, you're 17, you should know better, but every time you age up a little bit, the much more serious something that you do can get. I'm hoping that 18 is going to be something like great for me. Like it's going to be one of the biggest years of my life instead of being just one of them years of like, okay, I'm an adult, but it just flew past because nothing really happened, right? When I'm 18, like legal adult, a couple of things I want to have. Like I want to have much more of a presence on social media, random, but I also want to get a car. I just want to know what I'm going to be doing after high school. I mean, I kind of already know what I'm going to be doing after high school, YouTube and social media and all that. But I'm just thinking, like, what other things am I going to be doing after high school? With becoming an adult later this year, it's just back when I was 16, I could never have viewed myself as, dang, what am I going to be looking like and how is life going to be when I turn 18? I still can't even imagine that now. I mean, especially from when I was in middle school, because I knew at some point I was going to have to, become an adult. Especially with all the conversations that I had with the people around me, it just tells me, like, becoming an adult is no joke. Now I'm hoping that when I become an adult, that my life is not too easy, but it's not too difficult either. I don't want to be just on the streets, broke, having no money and having no support and having no way of knowing where I'm going to be going in life. I at least want to have some, sort of direction on what I'm going to be doing once I hit the age of 18, not even just the age of 18, but after that, like 20, 25, and so on and so forth. But before that, I gotta think about, of course, I gotta graduate high school first before I even think about doing all that. But that is something to consider, in the future. And right now, actually, it is something great to think about just so that I can already have an idea of what I'm going to be doing after high school. Like, genuine question: what makes someone unk? That's what I'm wondering. What age is unk? Now I'm trying to come up with like a definitive age. Is it truly 18? Or is it somewhere around 40 and 30? You know what I mean? Or is it 20? And it's even crazier thinking about that. I'm going to be 20 in just 2 years from now. Like, my age is no longer going to start with, no, it's not, it's no longer going to end with teen. It's now going to be 20, 30, and 40 and all that type of stuff. Which that's when I'm going to be a full blown adult. See, 18, that's not really an adult. That's just you're legally counted as an adult, but you're not really an adult until you hit your 20s. But I don't want to run this video on for too long because this video is going to be something a little quick, just something to kind of fill in the gaps for the next video that's going to be posted. I don't think this is a filler post, no, but I do think this post is needed, and I feel like it's something that I really need to just speak about. Like 18. It's always just crazy because my sister, she's gonna turn 30 this year, and my other sister is gonna turn 16. But if you want a part two to the video, and you have some questions or you have some things you'd like to hear me talk about in a YouTube video about me becoming 18, just let me know. Now, with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and end the video here, and I hope that y'all enjoyed this one and that y'all leave a like, subscribe, and comment. And go ahead after this video, y'all should go ahead and tap into the next one if it's posted yet. But I'm gonna go ahead and end it here.